Hey guys, welcome to the video. If you're watching this, you likely have an interest in adding some mobility into your routine. So I wanted to give you some foam rolling exercises and some stretching exercises that go along with those. When you are foam rolling, a very important thing is that you take nice deep belly breaths. Good way to start practicing this is just before you foam roll, lay on your back, hands on your belly, and take 10 or 15 just slow deep breaths. When you inhale, belly should rise. When you exhale, your belly should fall. And work on slowing that down. See if you can get to 1, 2, 3 seconds in, pause at the top, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 seconds out. So the goal is slowing down your breathing because that is gonna tell your body to relax. You're not in a stressed state, like your fight or flight state. You wanna be in a relaxed state before you stretch. So doing that first and foremost is good. When you are foam rolling, if you've used one of these, it can be painful. So make sure that you are not putting so much pressure on this that you are having to flex your muscles and keep tense in order to guard against that pain. So easing off pressure as much as you need to, going lighter than you may think on a foam roller is best so that you can actually relax your muscle on top of it. All right, first one, TFL foam rolling. So you're gonna find this by feeling for the two bones on the side. One is your pelvis, one is gonna be your femur. You wanna roll that space in between. So laying on your side, like you're setting up for a side plank. Make sure that bottom leg can stay relaxed. So you can use that foot and your elbow to lift any pressure off that you need to. Search up and down for tender spots. Minimum of 30 seconds, maximum of 90 seconds. Once you're done, we're gonna stretch. So here you can use that foam roller to balance. You're gonna get in that lunge position. Your foot comes right in front of that knee, so you're nice in line. That's where that balance might be helpful. Take that back foot, turn it in a little bit. Keep those hips squared up, glutes are squeezed, and sink forward into that stretch. And you should feel the stretch in a similar area to where we just rolled. I'll give you a side view. Nice and lined up, found my balance. Back foot turns in, making sure there's no discomfort in the knee. Hips square up, and then you're gonna sink forward into that stretch. The piriformis. We're gonna sit on this foam roller. If you are rolling, say your left side, you're gonna cross your left leg over the right, and then lean into that left butt cheek. So you're gonna roll on your butt cheek. Up towards your waistband, go more towards the meat of your glute, searching for tender spots. Make sure to breathe deeply. After that, we're gonna stretch that same muscle. So you're gonna lay on your back. Crossing that left leg, that heel is gonna go to the center of your thigh. And then from there, you're gonna try and hug that knee up towards your opposite shoulders. If you're trying to make that contact, your opposite shoulder. You'll see I'm also grabbing my shin with my right hand just to keep that foot in place and let the whole leg come up as one piece. And you're gonna feel a stretch in that similar area to where we just stretched or foam rolled. All right, foam rolling the adductors or the inner thigh. Put that foam roller down. You're gonna lay on the ground, bring your left leg or whatever leg you're rolling up and out to the side. And that's gonna give you a good position to roll, starting just above the knee, going nice and slow. Couple inches up, couple inches down, slowly working your way up towards your groin, stopping at any tender points. Make sure that you go the full length of that inner thigh so you really search thoroughly for some tender spots. Now moving into a stretch, I like to have something to put my hands on. Take a nice wide stance, keeping your back flat. You're gonna sit back towards those heels and then lean away from the side or lunge away from the side that you're trying to stretch. So we rolled the left side. Now I'm stretching the left side by bending the right knee. You can hold there for 30 seconds. You can also do reps 5 seconds at a time and just accumulate 30 seconds of stretching. All right, foam rolling the quads. I always like to start in the middle of my quad, kind of like the adductor stretch. Elbows down. In the middle of that quad, I got my opposite knee on the ground just to keep any pressure off. If it's too painful, ease a little pressure off. That way you can relax. If your ankle's not relaxed, your quad's probably not relaxed. So breathe and focus on that. Just working your way up slowly back and forth. You can go the whole length of that muscle, working our way down just above the knee, and then all the way up to that hip. So make sure to keep it slow. Take your time, 30 seconds at a minimum, 90 seconds at a max. Moving right into a stretch for the quads. I like the lying one, so you can rest your head on your arm or your foam roller. Grab that heel, squeeze your glutes so those hips are forward, and just keep your knees together. Breathe and relax into that. All right, foam rolling the glutes, kind of like the piriformis, you're just keeping your legs straight and then searching around for any tightness or tender spots. Keep it slow, make sure to breathe. Now you can take that right into a pigeon pose, bring that knee through, make sure to keep those hips nice and level. Every inhale, get tall through your spine. Every exhale, think about relaxing into that stretch. You can walk down to the elbows, just make sure that you're not rounding your back to do so. And then if that's an uncomfortable stretch for you, you can modify that by elevating it on a bench, on a bed, on a plyo box if you're at the gym. Keep nice and squared up through your hips. Keep tall. And that's an easier way to get into that stretch if you need a modification. Rolling the calves. You can go both calves. Try it out here and make sure that it's not too painful. The calves are pretty resilient, so if you need more intensity, you can stack your legs. And that's just gonna put more pressure on. Notice that ankle. If your ankle is flexed, your calf is flexed, it's too much pressure. So make sure you keep loose through that foot, relaxed through that muscle. That way you reap all the benefits of that foam rolling. Another way you can do that is just one leg, kind of a middle ground for that pressure. After that, stretching those calves, you can use that foam roller, just get your foot on top of that, press that heel down, keep your quad squeezed, and just relax into that stretch. You can also stretch the lower muscle in that calf by keeping that heel on the ground and just driving that knee over those outer toes, making sure not to let that knee fall in, and just resting there for about 30 seconds.